Alexander's boots crunched against the crystalline surface of Kepler 442b as he adjusted the scanner in his hands. The readings were impossible, structures buried beneath the ice that predated any known galactic civilization by millennia. Beside him, Emma knelt by a partially exposed metallic surface, her breath forming clouds in the thin atmosphere despite her environmental suit's heating system. "Alex, look at this," Emma called, her voice crackling through the comm. She brushed away more ice with her gloved hand, revealing intricate geometric patterns etched into what appeared to be some kind of advanced alloy. "These symbols, they're not in any database we have." Alexander approached, his scanner beeping frantically as it detected energy signatures deep within the structure. "The Zephyrian Council isn't going to like this. According to them, no species achieved interstellar travel before their ancestors did 12,000 years ago." The irony wasn't lost on either of them. Humanity had only recently been admitted to the Galactic Coalition as a junior member, a young species that the elder races tolerated more than respected. The Zephyrians, with their crystalline forms and superior technology, had made it clear that humans were newcomers to a galaxy they had ruled for eons. Emma stood, wiping ice crystals from her scanner's display. "Alex, I'm reading massive structures beneath us. This isn't just a building, it's an entire city. And the dating isotopes suggest it's at least 50,000 years old." "That's impossible," Alexander muttered, but his scanner confirmed her readings. "Humans have only had space travel for what, 3 centuries? We barely crawled out of our caves 15,000 years ago, according to our own archaeological records." A low rumble echoed through the ice beneath their feet. Both humans froze as their scanners detected movement deep below. Not geological, but mechanical. Something was awakening. "We need to get back to the ship," Emma said, backing toward their shuttle. "Whatever's down there." The ice cracked with a sound like thunder. A section of the ground 50 meters away suddenly glowed with a soft blue light, and a massive structure began to rise from beneath the frozen surface. It was a spire of impossible height, its surface covered in the same geometric patterns Emma had discovered. But now they pulsed with energy. Alexander grabbed Emma's arm as they ran toward their shuttle, but stopped when his comm system crackled to life. Not with Emma's voice, but with something else entirely. The transmission was in perfect English. "Welcome home, children of Earth." They turned to see a holographic figure materializing near the spire, humanoid, but taller, with features that were unmistakably evolved from humanity yet refined by millennia of advancement. The figure wore robes that seemed to be made of starlight itself. "Who are you?" Emma whispered, her scientific curiosity overriding her fear. "I am what you might call a guardian," the figure replied, its voice carrying the weight of ages. "My people were your ancestors, humans who left Earth 57,000 years ago when our world grew too small for our ambitions." Alexander's mind reeled. "That's impossible. Human civilization is only what your limited archaeological record suggests," the guardian interrupted gently. "Tell me, young ones, have you never wondered why humans adapt so quickly to alien environments? Why your brains process quantum mechanics with such ease? Why you seem to possess an innate understanding of stellar navigation?" Emma's hands trembled as she accessed her datapad. "The genetic markers, the junk DNA that scientists could never explain." "Not junk," the guardian smiled. "Dormant memories, genetic echoes of a time when humanity spanned galaxies." The spire continued to rise, and now others were emerging across the horizon. An entire city was awakening, its technology so advanced it seemed like magic. Ships began to emerge from hangars deep within the ice, vessels that dwarfed anything in the current galactic fleet. "What happened to them, to us?" Alexander asked. "A great catastrophe." The guardian's expression grew somber. "Our sun began to die prematurely due to an experiment gone wrong. Most of our people died with it, but some escaped to the stars while others fled to the outer worlds of our system. Over thousands of years, those on Earth forgot their heritage, their technology, their history. They rebuilt from nothing, thinking themselves young when they were, in truth, the children of the galaxy's first great civilization." Emma stared at the massive city rising around them. "The other species, do they know?" The Zephyrians suspected. "Why do you think they were so eager to keep humanity contained? They feared what you might remember, what you might become again." The guardian gestured to the awakening city. This is just one of hundreds of such sites throughout the galaxy, waiting for humanity to mature enough to reclaim its birthright. Alexander felt a strange sensation, as if knowledge was flowing into his mind. Suddenly, the controls of the ancient ships made sense. The mathematics of faster-than-light travel seemed obvious. The genetic modifications that would allow humans to live for millennia felt like remembering something he'd always known. "The Coalition will never accept this," Emma said. But even as she spoke, she felt the same awakening Alexander experienced. "They won't have a choice," the Guardian replied. "Humanity built the star lanes they use for travel. Human ancestors created the quantum communication networks that bind the galaxy together. Even their most advanced technologies are based on principles first discovered by human scientists eons ago." The Guardian began to fade as the ancient city fully awakened around them. "You have a choice now, children. Return to your people and share this knowledge gradually, or activate the beacons and call all scattered human worlds home. Either way, the galaxy will remember that humanity didn't join the stars. Humanity gave birth to them." As their shuttle lifted off from the transformed world below, Alexander and Emma stared at the fleet of ancient human vessels now patrolling the system. Their comm system buzzed with frantic calls from the Galactic Coalition, demanding explanations for the massive energy signatures now appearing on sensors across the galaxy. Emma smiled as she looked at Alexander. "I think it's time the galaxy learned who really rules the stars." Below them, 1,000 dormant human worlds began to wake up.